Welcome to the video. The food that heals all disease. Sattvic food. Sattvic food, living food. If you have an olive and you harvest the olive, you have living food. If you make oil of it, then you have dead food. If you take grains, rice, oats, wheat, barley, and you store it in a shop after processing, it can stay there for 2 years. So that is dead food. If you take alfalfa seed or you take a lentil seed and you sprout it, that's a living food. You need to understand that you eat dead food, it cannot bring health. No way. So these foods do not cure or prevent all diseases. It's the body. When the body has it natural living food, easy to digest, that helps you to heal all diseases. So for example, we heal diseases by water fasting. I worked many years in the Tanglewood Center, and you see cancer stage 4 healing by water fasting. So go out of the body's way, no food anymore, and the body has a chance to heal. So the body is not healing by the fruit, but it's healing. The body is a self-healing mechanism. So long as we rest and not take in food. So there is a video about Sattvic food that has millions of viewers. Sattvic food cures all diseases. It's not a Sattvic food that is curing all disease, it's the body that has more time to heal when the food that comes in is more living and more light to digest. Not that heavy and clogging up cooked food, which is low in water content, that is going slowly through the body. That is not the way to heal, because then the body is working hours. You need to understand the digesting time. For example, watermelon, 45 minutes. Compare that to Brussels sprouts, 6 hours. Cabbage, 6 hours. Meat, 72 hours. Rice, 6 hours. Bread, 6 hours. So when we lived on fruit and we started moving by climate change, we started finally hunting, but the first processed food was bread. Bread existed in the time of Jesus, so bread And Jesus did not recommend to eat the bread, because he said we should eat only what grows on the tree, the seed surrounded by fruit flesh, that is human food. So it cannot be, like I said several times, that our food is causing deforestation. If we grow rice, there is deforestation. If we grow coconut oil palms, there is deforestation. If there is banana conventional farming, there is deforestation. Pineapple conventional farming, there is deforestation. So corn, there is deforestation. Cattle, pasture land, there is deforestation. So many people are fooled and not knowing the truth. The Sattvic food is the easy food to digest when it's fruit. But if you go to nuts, they are already going to 12 hours in the bloodstream. That is not easy to digest. The same with the seeds, 12 hours in the bloodstream. Avocado, 12 hours in the bloodstream. That is not ideal food. That should be eaten in moderation, in very small amounts, time to time. And for sure, meat is out of the question, because 72 hours, that's the maximum of all foods. Cabbages, take out, eat red cabbage sprouts. There is not such a thing that we need to do complicated to make food, and grinding the food, pasteurizing the food, and cooking it, putting it in cans and jars, which gives it a shelf life of 2 to 3 years. That food is dead. And that food brings disease, dead people. Sattvic, if you put Sattvic food in a jar or in a can, and you put it in the shelf, it's gonna become soon dead food. So they say in the Ayurveda, when you cook, you should eat it within 3 hours. You don't need to cook, because you are dehydrating yourself. And no animal of 25 million healthy species in nature don't cook. So the cooking creates chemical process with acrylamide and way more things. Think about the logic of cooking. If you put your hand on the stove, how will you feel after 5 minutes? That is what's happening with your food. You burn your food. And burning the food will harm the food. Don't harm your food. Eat living food. Eat sun-fired food. Eat Sattvic food, which is light to digest, easy to digest. And then your body has all the energy left for healing. If you go on a mono diet, one type of fruit like Kef Ramon is doing for the second year, last year 168 days only watermelon, this year already 90 days of only watermelon. Simplicity. And that is healing, because watermelon is like your blood. It's almost the same as your blood. And that digests very easily compared to many other foods that we eat.